Guys and girls, listen up, ladies and gentlemen. Every damn mile, okay? Every damn mile I drive, I'm earning money with UberX, Uber XL, Uber SUV, with Lyft Premier, Lyft Plus, right? That's the general attitude. Every damn mile I drive, I'm getting $X. Obviously a little less in UberX, a whole lot more in SUV. But look, there's a starting point for everyone, okay? I started in UberX and worked my way up, right? I learned the ropes in UberX. In fact, as I log onto the rider app, the passenger app, there it is. I see the little X's swirling around. That used to be me. Now, I've brought out videos that talk about the positioning of your vehicle, that you shouldn't sit in a little cluster like that. Now, that could be a business park. We're going into lunchtime right now. Sort of makes sense that there are many cars around, but I can also navigate around and see, hey, what's going on in my class SUV. There I am, just one car over there, right, in that Thousand Oaks area. So I'm just going to sit tight and make a quick video. But ladies and gentlemen, why did I make this video? Last week, I drove 0 miles and I spent 0 time online. And I showed you, I always have 2 phones on me. On the other phone, I'm now going to go to my driver app, and there it is, proof in the pudding. 0 time online, 0 minutes, and 0 completed trips. And the payout was still $1,500. Ladies and gentlemen, I shoot for $1,500 to $2,500 each and every month on rewards. Yes, $6,000 to $10,000 on rewards. This is my referral code. I have one specific code for my referrals. On the other platform, I drive, I clock hours. Now, I'm doing less and less time on the road because I have to manage my fleet of SUVs, and I'm concentrating on the online marketing. What many of the top guys out there, and there's 4 or 5 guys that you will come across on YouTube, and they're great. They're fantastic branding, but they've been out there for a long time. And yes, you know, they have 500,000 to over 1 million or a couple of million views, but they've been out there forever. I've only been in the game for 3 months, and I'm getting those same numbers. At least I'm getting my $6,000 to $10,000 on rewards, on referral rewards each and every week. Why? How do I do that and why? The one thing I can tell you is that I offer the most premier and professional service when it comes to training up a driver. The commitment that I make to a newbie is learn the ropes from me and you will earn more. And I encourage them all to start in the UberX division. Some guys have the money and they can go out and buy a BMW or a Mercedes. I'm not holding them back. I will also spend the time with them and train them up and show them how to make money in that division. But a starting point, just like I started with UberX and then worked my way up, XL, etc., to luxury and SUV. It's very important to learn the ropes. And seeing that Lyft and Uber do not train you, they leave it up to you. They say, you know what, go and figure this shit out yourself. Go online, learn the ropes yourself. It's true, because should they be training you, you would be regarded as an employee, right? They don't want employers. They leave the training part up to you. Now, for the last few months, I've been working on the Rideshare driving school. It's going to launch in the next few weeks. And that's where I train you up from beginning to end, how to sign up, how to get the max referral, how to understand the taxes, how to do the surges, how to build your business, how to brand yourself, how to conduct your social media. It's all in this training course that's going to be launched. You're going to love it. And guess what? The price point is $9.95. That's it. Under $10. A complete tuition with videos directly to you, my friends, to my channel. And all those thousands of visitors that come through there every day. Now, I grew up and made my money in the .com business. I had online shopping carts. I sold handshake.com for a lot of money. That used to be my company. I had online apartment companies that I sold. I now have an online cosmetic line that I ship worldwide. So I've been in the internet game since the late 80s, early 90s. I understand what web traffic, organic traffic is all about. Part of that training comes in this $9.95 package. Now, there are phenomenal guys out there, you know, like the Rideshare guy. Love him, okay? He's so thorough, so detailed, so calm. You truly can learn a lot from this guy. I take my hat off. I think he's somewhere here in California. He is also launching a training, a training school or a training module for like under $100, $90-something, and I'm sure it's worth every single cent, okay? At the same time, there are other guys like myself and a few others that also offer online training. I have put the price point at $9.95, under $10. I want everyone to be able to afford it. You just sign up. You get a lot of freebies on the new site that is going to be launched. You're going to love it. There's going to be a whole lot of good stuff on this website, right? But I really want to teach you that you can monetize your business, that you treat yourself as a business in so many ways, that you can make money by promoting Amazon products that belong in your car. I mean, I talk about 15 essentials that should be in your car. You can monetize that. So should Joe Schmo or Betty or Jill buy one of these products, you get paid through the Amazon affiliate. You need to learn how to get paid through the reward program by referring drivers or referring passengers for Uber and Lyft. There are handsome rewards waiting for you. I teach you how, okay? The other guys and girls, the other way is obviously hands on the wheel. Picking up your passenger, dropping them off and getting paid for the mileage, for the time, okay? That's why I'm saying this video. Every damn mile I get paid, yes, for driving, but more than that. Every damn mile that I drive and more, okay, there are so many other good opportunities out there that I talk about. And you will see a whole lot of new exciting videos coming out. We're going to be talking about a lot of new exciting things. Uber is launching the new app. Lyft is following suit. In 2017, there are one or two other rideshare companies emerging that are very, very interesting, and that'll have a lot of openings for SUV and luxury. So all those guys who are waiting to trying to get into Uber SUV, there's a position for them. There's a company in the pipeline. I've seen it. I've been with the directors. It's going to be freaking awesome. I promise you that, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, please, if you want to learn the ropes, reach out to me. If you're new at the game or if you're already a seasoned veteran driver, there's always room for improvement. There are always additional steps that we can climb and increase our earnings, right? I just showed you $6,000 to $10,000 a month through my reward program. That's Uber. I didn't even talk about Lyft, did I? And then I make my money by leasing out my SUVs at $500 a week per SUV. That's still regarded as cheap in LA. Some guys are renting out for $650 a week. I've seen a guy rent out an Escalade, lease out an Escalade for $950 a week. Can you imagine? You have to drive $950 worth of trips before you see your first dollar. You know what? That's suicide. I wouldn't do it, right? So there are many ways. You know, you can lease out vehicles. I buy the cars at the auction. Later on, there's going to be another video. I'm going to be visiting one of the top guys who buys Toyota Prius at the auctions, and he has a fantastic business going where he leases out Prius to Uber drivers very inexpensively, or he buys and sells them, but he gets the Prius at the right price. There are so many of you that cannot afford the entry level, and then you have to go to Hertz and Enterprise and pay top dollars per week, $180 to $250 per week, $1,000 per month just for a Prius. Okay, no, you should be getting the car for half of that, or buy it for half of that, right? You want to stick that extra cash in your, imagine you sticking $500 extra cash in your pocket each month. Every year times 12, that's another $6,000 on top of your existing earnings. That's how you need to think. That $6,000 would allow you to go out after 1 year and buy cash, another Prius on the auction, and then monetize that Prius, and so on and so on and so on. That's how you need to think, okay? So this is part of my training course that comes out. I show you how to start in UberX or any of those other categories and how you can up the game. And we explore all the monetization verticals, the way you make money in the rideshare business. I teach you, again, and I'm repeating myself, social media, how to make money hands on the wheel, how to build out a fleet of cars, how to do your social media marketing, Facebook, tweeting, YouTube channel, your branding, your marketing, your business cards. Tons of good information coming your way for only $9.95. So fasten your seatbelts. I will be making a video when I go live with the Rideshare Driving School. Take care, my friends. Drive safe.